In 2016, the production, distribution and sale of alcohol was nationalised in the Carlisle and district area. It was to be an experiment, but actually it lasted for a total of 57 years and still generates a good deal of nostalgia. The head office of the control board was at 19 Castle Street. Mr. Steve Matthews, the present proprietor of Bookcase Bookends, is now using the strong rooms and safes left behind by the board as his storage areas. Judging by the size of these facilities, it must have been a very lucrative business. Harry Redfern got to work in the second half of 1916. His first act was to close many of the old and rather seedy public houses. He also closed 3 of the 4 breweries in the city, leaving only what is known as the Old Brewery. Whilst the locals were not very happy about this state of affairs, but it did have the required effect, as shown by these figures. The no treating signs appeared in pubs between 1916 and 1919. Under Harry Redfern's leadership, there were considerable improvements in the amenities and general well-being of Carlisle's public houses. Harry made his own singular contribution with his designs for the so-called model pubs. After his retirement in 1939, the scheme continued for another 30 years. In the early 1970s came the threat of denationalisation. The locals were very apprehensive because they didn't want to be denationalised. They liked the beer and its price. The Witch magazine commented that it was the best beer at the lowest price in the country. However, the Heath government of the early 70s decided to go ahead. It was left to Reginald Maudling, the then Home Secretary, to steer through the Act of Parliament in 1971 which abolished the scheme. A first-day cover marked the end of state management in the liquor industry in Carlisle. Note the cost of the stamp. I followed a practical exercise in nostalgia as collectors set about making their personal collections of memorabilia. Much of it came from eBay, and there are examples still available. A pair of whiskey labels, £4.99. A genuine soda siphon, £26.74. Demerara rum labels, £4.99. A bottle of nut brown ale, similar to these, priced at £55, no less. Beer mats galore, including a diploma for excellence. Specially designed and exclusive crockery. Remember shillings and D's? These are in dozens. About 3 years ago, this letter was published in the Cumberland News. No plaques yet, but about 2 years ago, this article appeared in the Cumberland News. It highlights the intention of the Carlisle City Business Group's attempts to promote and enhance the memory of the scheme. With the aid of a lottery grant, this leaflet was produced. The trail features 16 of the pubs still in business. And finally, nostalgia in a bottle. I've never drunk nostalgia before.